colon 423 get fame. That's 423 get fame. I would tell you to leave a message, but the truth is, I don't really care. I've had this hotline open for months, and not one of you jokers have what it takes to be famous like me. So leave a message if you want, but don't expect a call back. I've got way more important things to do than to waste my time on losers like Mascarita Sagrada and you all. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Grave Consequences podcast. My name is Caleb Baldwin, and you can follow me on Twitter at IamCalebB. That's I am Caleb and then another B. Follow my friend, co-host, and producer Greg at XMaserati. Follow the show at GC_cast. As always, check out everything here on the Social Suplex Podcast Network. Search for that wherever you download your podcast, and check me out every Wednesday night after AEW Dynamite on Eddie and Caleb's HeroCast. That is a hero-based podcast. This week, the 23rd, so the night before this episode drops, you will be able to listen to me and Eddie review a movie called Defendor. It's a Canadian film with Woody Harrelson and Kat Dennings. It's not bad. Woody Harrelson kind of goes full something Robert Downey Jr. may have said in Tropic Thunder. But, Greg, if you don't mind, I think we can get right into it, man.
Well, I need to stop you. It's a superhero movie with Kat Dennings and Woody Harrelson?
Yes, it's called Defendor.
What kind of superhero is he?
No, he's like a crazy man who's trying to be a superhero. Like, it's very reality-based, you know?
Good? Was it a good movie, though?
It was fine. It was fine.
I like Kat Dennings.
Yeah, she's bae. So do we want to get started on season 3, episode 4, entitled "Brothers in Broken Arms"?
Sure.
All right. With that, Sexy Star is in the locker room and she is visited by Dario Cueto, and Dario says, "Hey, like, you got two choices here. You can keep defending your gift to the gods and ultimately probably lose it, or you could, if you really don't have all that fear that you talk about not having, turn in your gift to the gods and face my brother. But if I were wanting to make a safe bet, I'd say keep defending the gift to the gods."
Don't they have a time limit though before they have to give it up?
No,
Okay.
None that has been established.
Okay.
Sexy Star is then told, "Hey, you got a Atomicos match tonight. You're teaming with the Lucha Friends. So we got the Trios champions and the Gift of the Gods champion teaming against the Worldwide Underground." That's right. PJ Black, Jack Evans, Taya, and of course the leader, Johnny Mundo. And Dario leaves and says, "Hey, I'm afraid I have to go." Nice little troll job there by Dario. Yeah. Johnny, by the way, rushes into this locker room looking for Taya. And he's like, "Oh, wait, hey, you know what? I never introduced myself to you. I'm Johnny Mundo. And by the way, I'm going to be the next Gift of the Gods champion." So Johnny's just like calling his shot right there.
It's Johnny Mundo. It's what he would do.
Yeah, it is what he would do, yes.
Hasn't he? He says he'd never talked to Sexy before?
So he claimed, yeah, which...
Haven't they had matches before?
Probably.
I want to say they've interacted a few times, but I could be completely wrong. It has been 3 seasons.
Yeah. The Chimps play us back in, and our first match of the night, Siniestro de la Muerte versus Prince Puma. And by the way, Vampiro, here's a piece of dramatic irony. We, the audience, know that Vampiro is trying to gain an influence of some sort on Prince Puma. Matt Stryker doesn't know that, and Vampiro says, "You know what? I like what Puma's doing right now. I like what he's got going on."
I liked it too. I love this side of Puma. It was very technical, methodical. It's just very like kill shots. Very. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was saying he was very aggressive as well.
Very methodical. He picked his shots. I love that kind of wrestling. That just the technical shooter stuff. I love this match. I love this version of Puma too. Very dark. I like the color of his tights too. Like I like everything about it.
I like the match.
Yeah, I mean this is reband. This is basically what they should have done with Pentagon. They had Puma lose his match against Ray, which we disagreed with, but then now they're rebranding him. Now they're fixing him. What are they doing with Pentagon? They rebranded him. They fixed him before they gave him the booster. So he's just wandering around sick.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, man. Sorry about that. By the way, Mil Muertes runs in during the match and tries to I don't know if he's trying to like get the DQ. He lost for Sinestro, or if he like just didn't even think about it, wanted to hit Puma. Puma ducked him, but then Mil runs out of the ring. So maybe he just wanted to get a distraction, but the distraction wasn't enough. Puma survived it and nailed a spinning cradle pile driver.
Puma's the man.
He's
their ace.
And you know what's even better is after he nails it, he doesn't take the pin. He gets up, gets Sinestro up, hits a flatliner on the Aztec seal for the win.
Yep.
What a badass. Staring right at Mil Muertes as he hits the flatliner. Prince Puma then topes onto the outside, onto Mil Muertes, and Mil is once again pulled back by Katrina. What is Katrina doing?
Picking her battles. Basically Puma has the high ground, you know, for one. Okay. And two, I mean, yeah, Puma's a little worn out from the match, but he's amped up. He already kind of threw Mil out of the ring once. Yeah. She likes to pick her battles. Like it's predatorial. Like why fight a fair fight?
Yeah, for sure. After this, by the way, Castro goes to Dario's office, and Dario comes in and hugs Castro tightly. Of course, Dario knows that Castro is a cop. Castro knows that Dario killed Cisco. Dario says, like, hey, you know what? I miss Cisco. I miss Bale. I miss Rick. But at least I got you. And you know what? We're going to find the guy responsible for Cisco's death. And he tells Castro, hey, go win this for Mr. Cisco, because the show must go on. And Dario winks at Castro. And apparently this is a bonus match that was unannounced. Castro didn't have an idea. And I got to ask, do you think Castro knows that Dario knows that Castro's a cop?
Not yet. And if Castro was smart, he'd be like, how does Dario know that, you know, what's his name? Cisco was murdered. Yeah. How does he know that? I think he's kind of like he's kind of thinking that. He's wondering.
Yeah, but it's like a you gotta play it cool situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much he believes it's the case, but I think he knows something's up. I'll say that. Like he knows something's off.
Yeah. Anyway, we got Cortez Castro versus Pentagon Dark. And
good luck.
Matt Stryker pointed out, like, hey, like, imagine one, having a match with Pentagon Dark, and two, not knowing that you're going to have a match with Pentagon Dark.
Pentagon has basically become the Rancor for fucking Dario. He's just a monster, another monster he can unleash on you because he's aimless, just like Ray pointed out. All he has is enemies. He doesn't even have a coach anymore or a master. He's just mindlessly hurting everyone around them. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, for sure. This match was a short match. It ends with a package pile driver, and then Pentagon breaks the arm of Cortez Castro. Pentagon gets on the mic, and he warns Chavo and he warns Azteca, hey, whichever one of you two wins, you're going to suffer the exact same fate of what Castro suffered here. Because I am Pentagon Jr. y yo soy Cerro Miero.
They're trying to build him back up, but as a fan of Pentagon, I'm still hurt from his match. What's his face? Matanza, yeah. It's hard to buy back in. Like when you like a wrestler and you're kind of just underwhelmed with a finish. Mm-hmm. It really does hurt.
Yeah. So after this, we got our Atomicos match, the Lucha Friends and Sexy Star, the Trios champions and the Gift of the Gods champion against the Worldwide Underground. And I noticed a lot of this was Sexy Star as the face in peril. Like most of this was Sexy Star in this match just getting beat up.
Yeah, they might have been trying to enforce the storyline, like her times with the Gift of the Gods championship is coming soon, or it's going to end soon. So they could have done it for a lot of reasons. She also, well, I think there's a lot of reasons why they did that. I'll let you continue with the match though before I give the other reasons.
No, you're good. You're good. By the way, Sexy was going to get the win with looks like some type of like a backpack stunner type of thing. And then Johnny kicks her in the face, and Jack Evans gets the win with a backslide and a bridging backslide as well.
Yeah, I think that's why she was taking a lot of the offenses, because that's easier to make her take the pin without looking weak.
Okay.
Because she doesn't look weak in taking the pin, because she got kicked in the freaking face, and then Jack Evans did some, what's Josh call it, the luchador grappling?
Yes.
I forget what he called it.
I'm not sure.
Ah, damn, it's gonna drive me crazy. But he did a very tactical cradle, type capture pin. So like it's leverage wise, he should have been able to pin her, and she just got kicked in the face. So no one looked weak in defeat here.
So, oh, by the way, Taya was hurt at the end of the match. Is that a gimmick thing, or is that like legit?
I forgot to look it up, but I think it was. I don't know if she's injured, but I think she was really in pain.
Okay.
Because they weren't gloating, they weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
They were really checking on her, and she was screaming and she was holding her shin. It looked. She'd be the best fucking worker if she pulled one over on us, but it looked real to me. It's real to me, damn it.
No, I'm sorry. I just saw something really, really heavy on Facebook. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be scrolling right now. I do apologize. After this, by the way, we cut to Mil Muertes and Katrina, and Sinestro is on his knees in front of them, and Katrina is like, hey, Sinestro failed us for the last time. She snaps his neck. His essence goes away and then goes like into Mil Muertes from what I saw.
Yeah, she sucks it out and basically shotguns it back into Mil.
She snowballs it into Mil.
There you go.
So Mil just got a little bit more powerful for what it's worth.
That's what they want you to believe in kayfabe. So
yeah,
because he's kind of Puma's been giving it to him, so now he needs a little bit of a power up.
Yeah, exactly. Needs a power pack for sure.
Yep.
On to our main event of the evening. We've got El Dragon Azteca Jr. versus Chavo Guerrero Jr. with our special referee, Rey Mysterio Jr. A lot of Jr. going on in here, man.
A lot of Jr., but a lot of technical veteran type, hold for hold kind of stuff, which I love. I mean, there's not really a lot that I remember to say about this match. It's just if you like that kind of wrestling.
It was crisp.
It was very crisp. It was very clean. And I think they were trying to tell the story of Dragon Azteca. He's not as green as Chavo thinks he is, and he can rise and he can outsmart the Fox. That's what this whole story is right here.
No, you were absolutely right. You were absolutely right. And you know what's funny is Chavo ultimately cost himself the match. I believe he kind of blamed Ray for maybe a slow count, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he started. Excuse me, I think we're both tired, but he started getting in Ray's face, and it was actually kind of smart on his end if you're looking at it from Chavo's point of view, because he wants to win, but he's also kind of wants to poke at Ray. He wants to kind of hurt and torture him, like, hey, I'm beating up your boy. Hey, if you let your boy win, he's gonna fight Pentagon. Pentagon's gonna break his arm. He is. So you could let me win. Or, you upset your student and by doing the same thing, by letting me win. Or you let your student win and he gets, his arm broken by Pentagon. So it's kind of like Chavo's in a win-win situation in his eyes.
Yeah, in his eyes, he's in a win-win situation, and in Ray is in a lose-lose situation.
Exactly. That's why I like this story, this match.
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers to it, and very basic layers, very simplistic storytelling layers, but there's nothing wrong with it, and simple is good.
Mm-hmm. So, after Chavo attacks Ray attacks him. Azteca takes advantage, and Azteca gets the win.
Yep, it was very good. Do you remember what kind of pin it was? Because I missed it, actually.
I wish I could remember. I am so sorry, dude.
I don't remember either.
But Azteca got the win.
Oh, it was a
And-
Hurricane Rana. It was a Hurricane Rana.
Yes, there we go. And then after that, Chavo eats a 619, so he gets to powder, and Rey Mysterio raises the hand of his protege.
He wins, but he loses, so now he's got to fight Pentagon.
Yep, exactly. Then we cut to the Black Lotus, who is standing amongst her triad, who is she is going to send to the temple to destroy Pentagon Dark. So we are not done with the Black Lotus, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but it is going to be her best match.
Yeah.
She only has 2.
Yeah.
And they're both good. I liked her match with Dragon Azteca. It was surprisingly good. I think it's telling that we haven't seen her in a different promotion since then.
Yeah, I would agree. But with that, that's actually the end of the episode. How are we going to grade this one, Greg?
I'm give it a B-.
B-. I'm thinking, yeah, B- sounds right. This is a little better than last week's episode.
Yeah, I want to say I gave the other last week's episode a slightly better grade, but that was subjective reasons I liked. This one is good, but you kind of could skip it and be all right. If you don't care about Dragon Azteca's storyline, and Puma's storyline is good, but I mean, like, you could skip this part. He beats Sinestro del whatever.
De la Muerte.
De la Muerte. Like, it's a good episode, but a lot of it's forgettable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But you know what? With that, quite frankly, if you're going to fail Mil Muertes multiple times, you are probably going to suffer grave consequences.